Hello friends, welcome to the Mavhi Investor Educational Video Series. How are you doing? I hope you are having great time trading in the markets. As the market is fantastic, in last 2-3 months there has been some great trends in all sorts of stocks, mid cap, small cap, really rocking. So I hope everybody's enjoying the same and earning some decent profits. Okay, coming back to our today's topic, and it's not only for today. I am starting a new series of videos which we will be publishing every month, and this will be about analyzing the main indices of the Indian market, Nifty and Bank Nifty. So every month, we will be analyzing where the Nifty Bank Nifty stands, what's the trend, what are the support resistances, what one can expect in the immediate future, say for next 1 month, right? And this should help people to understand overall market trend and situation, and that will also help them deciding their different trading calls even on the individual stocks, because it is very important to understand where the general market stands. Okay, so and it will also help people who want to learn how to analyze Nifty Bank Nifty technically. Okay, so we'll go in detail step by step, what analysis we are doing and how we are concluding where Nifty Bank Nifty stands. Okay, so let's straight away go to the charts. I'm using tradingview.com to analyze. Every month we'll be using the same. Okay, and I have chosen this because it's a free website, anybody can access it. If you're using investing.com also, it's going to look the same. All the options are going to be the same, so you can use tradingview.com or investingview.com, your choice. Alright, so I have Nifty chart open right now, and one thing I would say is, if you have to analyze the chart, you should take a broader look first to start with, right? You should see the full history of the particular stock. Okay, like here I can see right from 1990s till date, what is the trend, what is the graph looking like. Okay, and then you drill down and zoom in to particular time frame. But okay, always start with a broader view. I have Nifty chart, weekly chart. Okay, so if I have to do a larger picture, a longer time frame analysis, I should be at least in weekly. I'll be always using weekly chart here whenever we analyze. Okay, so let's see. Nifty was in a good trend for long term. We can define the same by drawing a trend line here in the weekly chart, and this was one trend line, uptrend line, and as you all know, or you should know, is uptrend line also acts as support in case of dips, right? And then you also have another trend line somewhere here we can draw by joining these lows. Okay, and let me just extend it as much as I can. Okay, so these are the two trend lines. I would say this was the longest one, very old one, and this was the more intermediate term one. Okay, and this is the trend line where price had a lot of actions in recent time, which is this, so we'll use that one. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit for that trend line. Now you can see this trend line. Okay, and if you observe this, right now Nifty is this much here, and that is closing price was 13,258.55. Okay, so right now Nifty, if you observe this area on the trend line, it found first resistance here once when it tried to go up on 31st August 2020, and it dropped, so it acted as a resistance. So earlier this trend line used to be support. Whenever it was falling, it was giving a support and bouncing it up, but now after Corona crash it came down. Now it became resistance for us. So Nifty found resistance here. Next time, second attempt, also it hesitated for 2-3 weeks, and then it was able to cross up. Okay, so it proves that this line was resistance, and now it should act as support if Nifty falls downward again. All right, so this is our first line of support if Nifty falls now, for now, right? Okay, and if you see the if we want to draw some horizontal congestion areas where possible supports may happen, we can draw one or two horizontal lines, and I see here in this zone, first previous high is going to act immediately as a support if this breakout beyond that is true, right? I can adjust it a little bit, this one. And second, I can say here around this high also there are a lot of candles, so around this area, around this level. So first one is showing around 1200, 450 kind of level, then next one is 11990, so you can say 12,000. So 12,450, 12,000 are crucial supports on Nifty, if the Nifty falls down, and this trend line support. So these are the main supports where one can expect if Nifty falls can come. Since Nifty has crossed previous high, and it is now significantly trading higher than everything, right? We have a confirmation that Nifty wants to go up on longer term time frame, so longer term trend is quite bullish. If anything falls down, if any correction happens in the market, these areas should work as support. All right, so if how it looks on daily chart, we can have a look at the daily chart also. So let's change it to 1 day. Right now it looks like this. Right now 13,258 here. If it falls, it can fall to 12,440. If it falls further, either of these, the trend line or this blue support line, either of it will be able to support it. So 12,400, 500, and then 12,000 itself, that's the level. If you want to analyze it further, how it looks in terms of moving averages, you should add 4 or 5 simple moving averages through which we analyze if there are further possible support resistance is possible. So we can add the moving average indicator of important moving average. 200-day moving average is what I'm interested in here right now, and if I check the 200-day moving average here, and let me change the color also to red. Okay, and make it bold as well. Okay, so I have added a thick 200-day moving average line. This is 200-day moving average line, and if you see this 200-day moving average has provided crucial support twice, once in the beginning of August and second end of September time frame. Twice it has provided a very good support, right? So we should expect this line also, wherever it is, whenever it meets with the price, it should act as support. Okay, so that's where we stand. So how do we conclude this analysis of Bank Nifty? Nifty. Nifty is uptrending. It's trading at all-time highs, crossed previous high, as we saw, lifetime high. It is trading at all-time high, crossed previous high, and now comfortably placed above it. Looks like long-term very good trend, uptrend, and we have found few support points where if there is any correction, these points are going to be supporting the Nifty, and as well as on daily chart 200-day moving average is going to provide next level of support. So that will require quite a correction, okay, because it's quite far right now from the price. This is the distance. 200-day moving average right now is pretty far, 10,773, right? Okay, so this is where it stands. One should be, taking this as a long-term uptrend in the overall market, and as every stock is flying, one should be basically buying stocks on corrections, not in the overbought territory, but good uptrend. Keep in mind the support levels upcoming. Always be prepared for corrections. All right, so let's quickly switch to Bank Nifty. This is Bank Nifty, and this we already see the 200-day moving average. 200-day moving average here was providing a resistance, then it was crossed, and now it should be support, because twice in this, even when it crossed up, it was hesitating. So there is a good importance given to 200-day moving average here as well. Now, overall long-term trend in Bank Nifty, I'm switching to weekly chart, is that there is a difference. It had a trend line earlier, somewhere here, okay, but this is not crossed. In fact, Bank Nifty has not made a new high. You can see this is the last high, and it is still yet to reach that level. So Bank Nifty actually has underperformed earlier after the corona crash and in this uptrend, and now it is trying to catch up. Right now you can see it's in a very good trend. In current zone, if you see, this is the trend line. This is the current uptrend line. It has broken the upward channel it had. So it was first trading in this upward channel zone, then now it has broken up and seems to be starting a fresh, more steeper trend, right? But it is yet to cross the all-time high, so we can't say whether it will be able to cross this zone or not. So these high zones are going to act as resistances. Okay, this top level and this level as well. This top zone is going to act as resistance, and as well as this previous trend line where now Bank Nifty is reaching. So there is a lot of resistance you can expect, Bank Nifty in the current area. So many horizontal lines you can draw. So where Bank Nifty stands right now, that is why Bank Nifty is finding it tougher compared to Nifty to scale to new highs, because these zones are yet to be crossed, and every 500-point rally or 1000-point rally is going to meet with new resistance. Okay, let's see what Bank Nifty does, but we should expect a lot of pushback, a lot of resistance. Bank Nifty may try to go up, it will fail, it might have to, it will have to spend a lot of time this zone basically, even if it has to go past and previous highs and make a new high. Okay, so that is where Bank Nifty stands. So overall uptrend for the market. Bank Nifty has a lot of resistance, so need to be careful, and we know the resistance zones where Bank Nifty is going to face problems, and same way we discussed for Nifty. So that is all for today. This is where Bank Nifty and Nifty stands. If you are a trader, trade confidently on long side in different stocks. Mid cap, small cap are in very good trend. So while if the major indices don't correct too much, even if they behave sideways, you should confidently be able to trade on smaller stocks, because that is where the main action is happening right now. All right, so that's it for today for Bank Nifty and Nifty. Enjoy your trading, and if you are interested to subscribe to our monthly journal, that's called MBI Stocks Nehita, you can always request for more details. I'll be happy to share. You can visit my website www.mavhinvestor.com. all right, so for today, thank you very much. Have great time in the market. Thank you. Bye bye.